Riley Serola's business card.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with that?
I'm not sure. What am I going to do with it?
Welcome, my fellow Serolians. Today I'm in Shoreditch. My mood's slightly mediocre because it's cold out here. It's not that warm, and I really need that sunshine. But I'm in one of my favorite parts of London, Shoreditch. Absolutely love Shoreditch because there's just so much in Shoreditch. It's such a vibrant place. There's so much diversity in here. And obviously, being a foodie, like, there's just a plethora of restaurants, food stores, just so many places in every street corner to eat from. And it's like every time I come here, I discover something new. So yeah, that's why I love Shoreditch so much. Most people know that Shoreditch used to be a bit of a dump. But what some people don't actually know is that back in the day, it was actually an entertainment hub that rivaled West End, had one of the largest theatre districts in London. And after some time, because it got really crowded and typical of East End, got riddled with poverty, eventually it just went downhill. And what didn't help it as well was during the World War, it got bombed. So you guys are probably thinking, all right, Riley, get on with it. Get down to the real reason why you're in Shoreditch. Stop giving us some history lesson. You're probably guessing that I'm here for another food review, and you'd be exactly right. I am here for a food review, but that isn't the prime reason why I'm here. The prime reason why I'm here is to meet up with the gang. We are working on a project. The project that we're currently doing is called Fully Gassed TV. You're probably asking, what is Fully Gassed TV? Well, that's a very good question. Fully Gassed TV is a commentary, sort of like a reaction video where we ask random people in public like the craziest questions. You've probably seen videos like this on YouTube, but this is slightly different because the questions that we'll be asking are proper wild, like the sort of questions that are highly inappropriate. You just don't ask them to random people. You don't ask them to anyone, period. So the reason why we've chosen Shoreditch as the location is pretty simple. Massive foot traffic, loads of people to harass. I'm joking. Loads of people to come across and ask, all sorts of random questions to get a lot of content. It'll be very easy because it's such a diverse place and it's extremely popular in the evenings. It will just be a piece of piss. It will be a piece of cake getting that content that we need, especially because Shoreditch at night is a wild place. So we'll definitely get some outrageous responses. I'm actually looking forward to it. We actually did one yesterday in where is it? In Greenwich. And yeah, the stuff that was coming out of some people's mouths, they need to just wash their mouth with soap. But yeah, it's gonna be really good. So I've actually come here early so that I can kill two birds with one stone. I actually went to Brewdog earlier today. Brewdog, famous for their beers. So if you would like to know more about Brewdog, that will be in the next video. Next week I will drop that and you can find out whether I gave Brewdog a hit or a miss. The other reason why I decided to come to Shoreditch early was so that I could create another short film for Shoreditch. Unfortunately, the guys are going to be here in the next half an hour, so I don't feel like I have much time. I might just grab a little bit now and then a little bit along the way, but for the most part, when they come, I'll do a little behind the scene of the Fully Gassed segment so you guys can get a raw feel of what we're actually doing for the day. You get to meet the gang as well. So behind me is Box Park Shoreditch. If you live in London and you haven't been to Box Park Shoreditch, I don't know what you're doing. It's been here since 2011. It's supposed to be the first pop-up mall in the world. I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of the Box Park Shoreditch. I think it's lacking. It doesn't have that much options when it comes to food. From the top of my head, I can think of Cockfighter, Dum Dum Donuts, and there's Arancina Pizza, I believe. But if you go to the one in Croydon, a lot more offerings of food. And the one in Wembley is supposed to be actually bigger, much bigger. It only opened in 2018. But I think out of the three, my favourite has to be the one in Croydon because they do a lot of events there. It's just more vibrant. It's just a better spot, in my humble opinion. Right behind me, you can see major regeneration at work. I'm on Hugh Street, which is just off Curtin Road. Curtin Road being probably like the hub of Shoreditch, very busy road. So Hugh Street was a place of London's second theatre, which was forgotten about, and they only just recently discovered it again. It got excavated. Well, excavation work started in 2012. So this was actually the site of where Shakespeare plays were being held, and Romeo and Juliet, and also, what was the second one? Henry V. This is where they were first played. Obviously, you can't see it now because it was gone and forgotten. So this, I think they're building like apartments, but also a historical site. So it was supposed to be due for completion in, well, this year. But at the looks of things, looks like they're behind schedule. It will be really interesting to see how this place looks once it's completed. Right now I'm on Curtin Road. Behind me, right there, is Great Eastern Street. I would say those two roads are probably like the lifeline, the lifeblood, the heart of Shoreditch. Especially at night, if you are coming through Great Eastern Street or Curtin Road, you see a lot happening. It's a very vibrant place. Loads of bars and clubs open. If you're coming to Shoreditch, this is the main spot to be at night. But what a lot of people don't know is that Curtin Road is the place, it's a former place of England's first ever theatre. It's sad, a lot of Londoners do not know that. And it lasted some time, it was really successful, and even some Shakespeare plays were played there. But after a dispute with the landlord, it had to get shut down. The whole operation got shut down. And the main reason why it was built in the first place was because the mayor of London at the time, he created a law banning any kind of theatres, any kind of like playhouses in London. And at the time, weirdly enough, Shoreditch wasn't considered part of London. It was a suburb, and it was actually a part of Middlesex. So dropping some facts on you guys. So that was their way, that was their loophole of actually creating the first ever theatre in England, not even in London, in England. Successful one, by the way. And it kind of paved the way, it set the tone, because after that, there was loads of other theatres that came through, and it actually rivaled West End, like I said earlier, but that was because of what was going on in Curtin Road. Blues Kitchen, right on Curtin Road. If you haven't seen the review I've done for the place, make sure you check it out. I'll leave the card right there. Very popular spot, especially in evenings. In fact, if you want to go there, you got to book well in advance. I remember the first time I went there, didn't actually get in because, yeah, it was fully booked. Very popular spot, not just for food, but they do live jazz nights every single night. I think on the weekends they do two different nights for it. But yeah, so where am I right now? Just lost my bearings. So Old Street's in that direction, the Old Street Roundabout. Very popular roundabout. They actually now call it the Silicon Roundabout because of how many startup businesses, like tech-wise, are over there. So it's called like the Silicon Roundabout. You know, a play on, you know, Silicon Valley in the US.
Yes. Introduce yourself. It's myself, Chris Licko. We're here. We're in Downrama. We're doing this big, get me, with Riley Serola. Back at you again.
Who's gonna set the pace? Who's gonna start with a question?
I'm gonna start with the questions.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna start. Hey, let me look at myself in the mirror. Hey, this is sick, you know. I love this.
Alright, let's do this.
Yo, it's your boy SC over here live in Downrama. I got these 4 beautiful ladies here with me. I'm gonna go around, so I'm here with.
The camera's really heavy, so my arm is aching right now.
If love was tangible and you could touch it, where would you conceal it in your body?
Probably my penis.
I'm the best at giving.
Arsehole tickling. So I've got this. All arsehole tickler. Arsehole tickler.
Yo, what's your thoughts on what's your thoughts on what just happened right there?
That was a madness, bro. That was live. Look at that. Look at this. This is live, bro.
I did tell you guys it's gonna be fully gassed. I did tell you guys. I warned you.
All right, let's
It's getting a little bit wild out here, like.
So wild, bro.
So wild.
Picture the scene. It's the first time. Do you understand? This is a girl that you've always wanted to do something with. Yeah. All right. Then she tells you she's got ostrich vagina. What are you doing? What's an ostrich vagina?
Right now, I'm at Brick Lane. So this is going to be the final stop. Trying to get some more content. It's actually quieting down. I think probably it's quieting down because I think probably the better spot would be Curtin Road, which is going towards the Old Street Roundabout, because that's where all the bars and the clubs are. Brick Lane. No, but I don't know. I think we could try and see if we can get some content from Brick Lane, and if it doesn't work, then we'll go to Curtin Road. But anyway, this is where I'm gonna actually wrap up this video because my battery is extremely low. And I just don't want it to die out on me. But yeah, I'm not sure when is the content gonna come out? July, August times. Yeah, so obviously this vlog is probably gonna drop before then. If it does, then I don't know. When it comes out, I'll leave the handle up there so you guys can actually check it out. And yeah, just follow me on Instagram and I'll just keep you guys updated. I don't know what this guy's doing. What are you doing?
You said keep up there and follow, so I'm pointing to the sky and pointing at you, bro.
I'm pointing there because there's a card that will come up on YouTube to say where to go. This idiot. Anyways.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Comment, share the video, you know, all that stuff.
All of that good stuff. It's Riley Serola coming live and direct to you from Brick Lane.
Yep.
Subscribe to him. You know the deal.
Give it 5,000 likes.
5,000 likes. You're ambitious. Out.